From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Sports on Demand for Tuesday, January 22nd. I'm Mike Ludlum. The Westwood Patriots girls basketball team fell from first place to third place in this week's UPSSA basketball poll in divisions 1 through 3. The Patriots tried to get back in the win column last night at home against Gwynn. Pick up the action in quarter number 2. Off the miss, Gwynn's Tricia McGuire gets the ball back to Marissa Delmont, and she will get that one in. Patriot fans do not get the traveling call they were seeking. For Westwood, Maddie Koski down the lane, a bounce pass to Carly Patron for the layup. Next, for the black and gold, it's Emily Curtis. Deciding Marissa Delmont has a hot hand, give the ball back to her. She steps back and knocks down a triple. Westwood will have an inbound play from Maddie Koski to Tessa Lease. Lease decoys, then gets it back over to Koski in the corner for 3. Gwynn led 29-23 at the half, but the Model Towners only scored 12 points in the second half. Westwood rallies to win 51-41. Koski had 25 and Lease had 17 for the Patriots. On the scoreboard, Gladstone a 4-point win on the road at Menominee, 40-36. Maggie Strello scored 20 for Kingsford in the Lisa Roll Harry basketball game. She coaches Kingsford. They beat her alma mater 52-47. That would be North Dickinson. Bessemer 20 cents better than Dollar Bay, 45-25. Riley Koskinen has 20 as the Barriga 6 defeat Wakefield Marinisco 66-26. Emily Nelson, a triple-double of 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 blocks. Wycons 56, Norway 25. St. Ignace sails past Brimley 85-19. Sault Ste. Marie a dozen better than Petoskey 45-33. And Detour over Maplewood Baptist 30-22. On the boys' side, undefeated Iron Mountain stays that way, 54-42 over Negaunee. Marius Grazulas had 27 points and 15 rebounds in Marquette's 57-42 win over Houghton. Brad Serrard had 22 for the Gremlins. Gladstone 64, Ishpeming 39. Griffin Revor 24 points, another double-double for David Benson. Red Devils 69, Washburn 59. Calumet 21 better than Jeffers. James Swanson knocks down 21 in the West Iron County 61, Hancock 43 win. Lance about get better than Chassell 56-54. Eli Nordine pours in 39, including 6 3-pointers. Ewan Trail Creek still needs double overtime to beat Lakeland and Hubble 81-74. Carter Crouch 22 for the Lakes. Republic Michigami's back in the win column. Eli Locola 23 as the Hawks get past Watersmeet 51-47. 29 points for Riley Hendrickson. Forest Park 10 better than North Dickinson 68-58. Matthew Bruette 22 for the Nordics. North Central 67, Mid-Peninsula 37. Kearney NATO 8 better than Superior Central 56-48. And Alpena cruises at home 74-45 over Sault Ste. Marie. Community College or JV basketball if you prefer. Lake Superior State against Bay. That's Rapid River's Logan Hardwick with the nice move. 10 points and 8 rebounds. Norse up 6 in the first half. Munising's Cade Contreras, the steal. Gets the ball over to Ryan Robinette, and the Escanaba grad lays that one in, and the foul. Norse up 11. And then Bay goes on a 27-4 run. Christian Alexander with 2 of his 12. 5 players were in double figures. Escanaba's Tyler Willett with the steal. He'll find Ishpeming's Dondre Yohe back from injury. Lays it up and in. Everybody scores for both teams, but the North scored a lot more, winning 99-52. Let's go to hockey, where Calumet was visiting Negaunee. Second period, Copper Kings up a bunch. Scott Locust gets the puck behind the net, leaves it for Tanner Rowe to Sam Koppinen, and his shot is gloved by the Miners' Nolan Corwin. A short time later, here comes Sam Erkela. This is not looking good if you're Corwin. Nope, it didn't look good. 5-hole, not much you can do. Calumet takes an 8-0 lead. And the Copper Kings weren't slowing down by any means. Shot from the point is knocked away by Corwin. Then Brent Locust will pass the Scott Locust behind the net, give and go back to Brent. And yeah, what's a goaltender to do? Calumet gets the 9-0 victory by the mercy rule in 2 periods. On the scoreboard, Marquette blanked Kingsford 4-0, and despite hat tricks by Todd and Peter Anderson of Hancock, Jeffers wins in overtime by the score of 8-7. Good evening, everyone. Minnesota State leads the Western Collegiate Hockey Association by 5 points over Bowling Green and 6 points over NMU. The Wildcats host the Mavericks this weekend in their only meeting during the regular season. The Wildcats are coming off a week of rest after a 4-game sweep in Alaska of the Nanooks and Seawolves. The next 2 weekends will tell a lot about how NMU finishes in the WCHA standings. Minnesota State and Bowling Green both at home. First things first, the Mavericks.
They have some high-end players. They have some depth. They're getting great goaltending, So I do think that they can play any way you want. If you want to play a speed game, they can play that way. Big-time players play big time in big-time games, and we need our big-time players to be really, really important this weekend, and they have to be better than the other team's big-time players. And usually, at the end of the day, that's who wins the game.
One item of interest will be the return of former Wildcat goalie Matthias Israelsson. He's the number 2 netminder right now with the Mavericks. Both Ate Tolvanen and Israelsson were dedicated to their craft when Potolny started coaching the Wildcats last season.
Every day, 45 minutes before practice, there's 2 guys in the weight room religiously, and it was both goaltenders. And they both had their own schedule, kind of had their own things that they did, but they were both in there. They both attack practice with incredible preparation, incredible focus.
I'll be interested to see if he plays. I really hope he does. I think that creates a lot of good animosity, I loved Matthias. I'm happy for him. He got to go for another opportunity. Good for him. But, he comes back in our house and he's playing. You bet we're going to go after him and maybe exploit some of those weaknesses we saw in practice. I don't know. It'll be funny. Maybe chirp him a little bit.
Face-off both nights at the Barrie Event Center is set for 7:07 p.m. To this week's high school basketball polls, Iron Mountain remains number 1 in the boys division 1 through 3 poll with all 6 first-place votes. Then it's Marquette, Negaunee, Gladstone jumps back in at 4. Ironwood and Westwood tied for 5th, with Calumet and Escanaba also getting votes. In Division 4, undefeated Brimley is doing quite nicely. Bessemer moves into 2nd, followed by Munising. Kearney Nato 4th, and a tie with North Central and Rapid River. Chassell also picked up a vote. Don't forget these voting took place on Monday, so things last night messed everything up. On the girls' side, a new leader in the Division 1 through 3, West Iron County, Negaunee, Westwood, Marquette, Park River, Harrison, Menominee. And on the Division 4 side, St. Ignace, Huon, Truck Creek, Ontonagon, and Barra-Gallants. And as you can tell, we can't figure out who finishes in 5th. And the Detroit Lions have announced they've hired John Bonamigo as special teams coordinator. He returns to the Motor City after being the Central Michigan University football coach for 4 seasons. The men's player has earned Northern Collegiate Hockey Association Offensive Player of the Week honors following 2 games last weekend. Alex Reznzoff played a key role as the Lions picked up a pair of victories to leapfrog into a tie for 3rd place in the standings. He scored 4 points, 2 in each game. On Friday against St. Scholastica, Reznzoff helped the Lions get on the board with an assist. He scored a goal just 29 seconds into the 2nd period to tie the game and send the Lions on the way to a 7-4 win. Saturday against Northland, his assist tied the game at 2, and his goal ended up as the game winner with just over 3 minutes to go in a 4-2 victory. The Lions host Trine Friday night and Adrian Saturday night.